let me mention this again, I want to sample pretty much every item that exists in this game, like in this mod pack in here, including the chisel variants. Now, something I have started to consider is putting the chisel stuff somewhere deeper in the basement. Because otherwise we will need like 500 more sections just to put in all of this stuff, okay? So I am open to consider that, but there is a lot. Now, Decocraft we're not gonna sample. We technically already have a lot. So I don't know if I'm like too worried. Especially because you need to remember the ores. From everything that I have tested, you cannot get, for example, andesite coal or rhyolite redstone ore. Once you try to mine them, you get the vanilla ore. I've never been able to obtain a underground biome stone with an ore. Never. So, unless I'm stupid, or that is just made so people don't lose their mind while trying to organize a storage system, which would be pretty lovely. So that is one of our struggles, one of the many. But let's try to find something that we can actually work on right now. I'm still very overwhelmed, but I'm happy that I have some things to think about for the cabin mountains, you know, and technically we need to tackle. I don't know why I just meant to say capel. That thing. But we'll do that not today. But what about the lighthouse? I know we need clay for that. Hardened clay. Like, you know what I mean, the stuff you find in those mesa biomes. But what if we make an outline? Because, you know, as we looked out the window earlier, I just noticed how badly I want this lighthouse. Thing is, I've never really built one. Oh, you can see our little bookshelf and the birch sapling. Cute, cute, cute. Well, you can't see any of the Decocraft stuff. Interesting. Have Enderman just completely yeeted this area apart? So that is kind of what it looks like. We'll do a little bit too much here and there. But like this, we'll have some space to work with. Okay. We have the space. How big are we going to make this? Because let's actually see what if we do this around here? This is somewhat in the middle of this area. I mean, we're not gonna measure this now, okay? So we have to I forgot how lighthouses look. You have like the middle, what do you call it? Column? You know, that holds everything up. Then you have stairs going around that. Do I really want it? I think I want the inside to be like... Do I just want this really thin inside that's squished together? Or do we want a little bit more space? Thing is, if we directly put the stairs around this, we have the little advantage that if we would do this a little bit wider, we would either fall off into the middle or into the outside, and then we would need to secure that. I don't know how we would do that in order to make it look pretty, but I think just having this 3x3 inside area is not it. So we'll try to do this. This is going to be the lighthouse. Just right now it's more like the light torch, but I would like to get started on this soon as well. I will be trying out some stuff in creative, and then we hope. Maybe we'll not do the outer corners. I have to test that in creative too if we'll go do, you know, to make it look a little bit more like a circle. But maybe for that we could do, for example, how to make stuff look good like this. But then it would be way too massive. It's just the basic outline for now. We of course will be able to change that, okay? This is not like set in stone. It's set in torches, so... And that kind of looks a volcano from here without the rest of the biome loaded in. But yeah, I'm happy. This is going smoothly. I mean, not totally smoothly, but we're working on a lot of projects. And actually kind of making progress on them, or at least I will be making offline progress towards a lot of stuff. But I also want to just check through this biome a little bit real quick. I want to do... What if we build like little beach houses on these islands? These Endermen are the worst. Are they able to steal blocks in weird positions like that in this version? Is that a thing? Because it's cursed. It really is. I know we could get that stuff, but we're not going to right now. I want to check up on our little bee guy. And I have a really cute little idea for the cabin mountains. I've been thinking about it for like 10 minutes now. Hello. Did your house burn down? Has it always been like this? I was just worried that he could get a spider crawling in here, but then I remembered that spiders don't want to murder villagers. Has it always been like this? There's no way. I guess it always has been like this, considering this lava pool right next to it. We need to remove that. Another thing to put on my to-do list. But I know this is maybe not the most interesting episode right now, but this is like really important for future stuff. Like I really want to try my best to actually start working on all these millions of projects that we are constantly talking about but never actually working on. I want to put a torch there just so we don't run into that once we go monster hunting again. This is cute. We can definitely... I want to put a little beach house on this island. This is the perfect little beach house island. Like, actually perfect for this. Remove all the stuff, just in case it doesn't drop when you remove the block underneath it. And I just wanted to make sure we don't have a... Why did I think we would have a silk touch shovel when we have been struggling with that for the mountain earlier today? No, earlier today? What? Earlier episodes ago. I can't speak. Like, I don't know why, but really, it just feels like my brain is really mushy today. Like, it's just been squished together while I was sleeping. I didn't sleep well, too. I mean, not to be fair, then that won't make much sense, but I indeed did not sleep the best, so I'm using that excuse. Maybe we'll make this a little bit smaller eventually, but this is pretty cute. I like it, and I want to build a beach house here. This is cute. And then maybe, I don't know what to do with the other little islands that we have around here, but you know, it's a start. Because I really want to make decent progress soon here. Okay, and that will include a lot of the things that we should have done a long time ago, because we have been talking about them for like 200 episodes, and yet we're not doing them. Okay, it's getting dark. Oh, look at that. There's technically one more thing that I wanted to look at, but I didn't really write down, but I want to look at it anyway, and then it's gonna get dark, and then we're gonna die. There was a hole somewhere around here. Like a small little hole that we found once while monster hunting. Maybe we'll go sleep in a second and then try to find it again. I don't remember where exactly. I mean, I do have a screenshot. I just thought I saw the foot particles and I was like, oh, there we go. I have problems. I want to find that and I want to make it safe, but I also want to look into that and see if we have a nice little cave there. Not that I want a cave adventure right now, it's just I want to see what's in there. And, you know, I don't have the screenshot in the folder with all the other screenshots. No, I took it out of that folder and have it in my separate Life in the Woods recording folder, where I have all the episodes and, like, you know, organize everything. I put it in there so I can always look at it. Do you think I ever wrote those chords down? No! Why would I? Could end up being useful or anything. Okay, we got a lot of sand for just those little test thingies. I'm not gonna complain, we'll need a lot of glass for some stuff. But I do want to remove these trees soon. Probably put away all the fruit trees as well and just, you know, have things be more organized, put together, and in the correct places, if possible. Okay, I'm gonna give this like 1 or 2 more minutes, and if we don't find it, then we'll just have to find it some other time. But I think it was around here somewhere, you know? And I think it was just like 1 or 2 blocks wide, not deep. But there's like no way it was all the way over there, right? I don't really remember jumping around here. This is so cute! Yeah, it wasn't around here. Why is there like a random dirt block missing? I am very confused by some things that are happening in this world here, but what else can I do except accepting it and moving on, you know? If I question things too much, then Hero Brian will be there and murder us. Wasn't there? I'm confused. Okay, apparently it doesn't exist anymore. Sad. I would have actually liked to find it, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that. It was actually in the ground. But don't ask me where. Anyway, oh my god, just jumping around takes up so much food. This is like such a problem. I mean, I like that you actually get hungry easily from, you know, running a marathon basically. But if you're just running around, mapping out little future things that you want to work on, it uses up your hunger so fast. Like, it's annoying. Okay. What do we have? Do we have anything? Empty atlas. Okay, kids, the thing is, technically I would record for like 15 more minutes, but right now I'm like very overwhelmed with ideas and I don't really know what to do right now because I just want to do everything. I want to get started on the lighthouse right away, even though we don't have the materials. We can't do that. I want to, you know? And technically I need to record a little bit longer because I am out of episodes, but I will try my best to organize my thoughts and then come back tomorrow with hopefully somewhat of a mapped out idea for the next episodes to get the cabin mountains kind of organized, an idea how to build the lighthouse, how many materials we'll need. Getting materials for the lighthouse will require a little adventuring trip, so yeah, I don't know. I am happy with this world, happy where we're going, and I am going to see you kids in the next episode, and I love you very much. Thanks for sticking with me through my very hyped, weird, strange talking right now. I love you, stay hydrated, and until we continue. Bye! Hello kids, and welcome back to Life in Notes, and I have some plans that we are going to go through with right now, considering the beginning of this episode so far has been a complete mess, which is really not ideal. The thing is, something that I really don't understand why it has been happening is, for some reason, the YouTube algorithm lately has been like, yo, y'all be seeing this 270 plus episode Life in Woods Let's Play, let's recommend it to literally everyone and their mother. I'm I gained like 20 subscribers this month. Why am I looking in this? This is not where we have that stuff. Yes, safe touch. We will be getting... Do we have enough food? Yeah, there should be enough. We also need a boat. And then we'll go gather some clay. We don't have enough boats. Okay, well. I started this month with like... Started with 69 subscribers. Then I went to 68. Then I went back to 69. And now we are at 87. Earlier this week, like at the beginning of this week, I think I was still in the early 70s. So I'm like, what the heck? And I'm just like, where do all these people come from? Because it's not like I've been doing anything differently. And yeah, so that's the thing. Also, some of the episodes in Live in the Woods have just randomly going from like, you know, around 10 views for like, I think the normal thing before, a little bit less sometimes, a little bit more occasionally, and now I have some of like 50 views. I keep getting like comments from human beings, not just like spam comments that YouTube automatically removes. Like I see a comment notification and the comment is actually still there when I go check it, and it's like people saying like it's a nice video or something, and I'm just like, what is happening? So I'm very confused and overwhelmed by the fact that there's human beings out there apparently actually enjoying this enough to subscribe. But hello to everyone who is new here. I'm very sorry for the mess that the beginning of this episode was. I planned stuff, I did some testing and everything, and we are ready. Before I go and change topics again, because that is something I've been very, very good at lately. Well, rip. Jesus Christ. Oh, you scared me. Go away. I really appreciate everyone who has been coming along here and checking out the channel and liking videos and watching videos and subscribing and leaving lovely comments. Like, I really, really appreciate it. And it's crazy, like this, my stupid little videos, people actually, there seem to be 1 or 2 people out there that enjoy them, and that's crazy. And trust me, I will try my best to up the content a little bit more in the future. And I gotta make use of that YouTube algorithm favorizing me for once. Can't just let that die out, you know. We gotta make use, put out content, which is quite a struggle at the moment because my life is a mess, as always, but I'm trying to work with it. I'm just collecting the salt because, you know, we need it. We don't have shear. No. So yeah, that's just something I've been wanting to say. So much love to everyone. It's really crazy to me that, you know, like I said, it's very unexpected. Don't worry, we're not going on like a big adventure. I just want to get some clay because I did some testing and I have a design for the lighthouse and I really want to build it. And I know originally I said, oh, we have to find like a Badlands biome, you know, like the mesa thingy. But I think we'll just get like some normal clay blocks and just use those. We need a little bit less than 4 stacks of stained clay. Otherwise we'll use quartz. We might have enough, because I think I already usually mine quartz with Fortune. So maybe we already have enough, or maybe we just need to do a little short trip to the Nether, which I don't look forward to, which is why I didn't check how much quartz we have, so we don't need to do that. So we can happily run around and look at free areas and collect clay, because that is a lot better than. Come on, we need wool. I'll keep the good shears in there, and we'll just make a new one real quick. Hello, don't mind me. This is my dog right now. Every time you pet her, she just loses all her fur. Something that's really interesting with my dog, I I've never really seen it before with other dogs, or like never really heard about it. I don't know if it's because she's a Spanish Mastiff, probably. Like, we're like 99% sure she is one. Because the picture when you Google Spanish Mastiff on Wikipedia looks like 100% like our dog. Like, the first time I saw it, I was like, did they take a picture of our dog there? I need like a little river with like actual clay in there, please. But yeah, we'll be reaching one soon. Something that's really, really interesting is every time, you know, when they're like shedding, well, she has like literal strands of fur coming out that, you know, usually fall off after some time, but they stand out a little bit already, and you can just rip out without like actually ripping out the hair because it's already out. Basically, it's just stuck. Okay, hello friend, I did not invite any guests in here, but are you okay, mate? So you can just pick her fur, like it's really interesting, and honestly it's kind of addicting. And then you end up with like a handful of fur just in like 2 minutes of kind of ripping everything out. It's not actually ripping it out, it's just, you know, even if you just pet along the strands of fur that are kind of sticking out, you kind of get them out like that too. It's really interesting. If anyone has ever heard of that, or even has or had dogs themselves that had that happen, where there's literally pieces of fur just losing instead of, you know, single hairs, like that is what I usually am aware of, and not like pieces, like little strands of hair. It's super weird. But I mean, it's a strange dog anyway. I could say something, but it's a little disgusting because Doggo ate something that she really should not have eaten a few days ago. If you're like currently eating, just skip a minute ahead, okay? It's not like anything exciting is happening. But my dad was with her on a walk, so I didn't see it. But the thing is, with our dog, she probably lived on the street for a while. We don't really know, because there's like no really any record of her age or anything. Like her previous owner probably just dropped her off at the shelter or something. We don't know. But she has like lots of strange behaviors that very much seem like she lived on the street, or at least had to like fetch her own food for a while. And she had right before, since we live in like the middle of nowhere, you occasionally find like, every once in a while you find like a rabbit or something that's been killed by a fox. Nature, you know. And it was like, I think this winter, my dad was walking, and she was like nose deep in like some tall grass, and she pulled out like this, literally only half of a rabbit, and happily put it in front of my dad and wanted to share it with him, and he was just like, what the heck, doggo, put that away, I don't want that. And yeah, that's something. But what I actually wanted to say, a few days ago, she didn't just pick it up and wanted to share it. I think she realized that my dad is not interested in her little snacks that she wants to share. She ate a dead rat. My dad says it was a rat, and it was already like a few days old, and it was dead. It wasn't alive. But yeah, so that is my adorable little dog. I don't know why she did that. I don't know why she decided. You know, we buy these expensive treats for her. Like, seriously, my dad likes to say whenever, like, my mom is very, very generous when it comes to buying snacks for the dog. And every time they check out at, like, the pet store, my dad is just like, oh, this dog is living better than us. And she decides to eat that instead of the great snacks she's constantly getting. Like, why? Why, doggo? Why? So, yeah. And the day after that, when he walked by that spot again with her, she like happily went over there and sniffed around, probably to see if there was another one she could snag on. She's fine though, she's fine, like nothing happened with her. She had some stinky rat farts. As if her normal farts weren't bad enough. But otherwise she's fine, like no weird stuff coming out of her, out of either end. Everything's fine. Apparently that was a good snack. This dog. I don't even know what to say to that anymore. I told the story, there you go, now everyone else can also be traumatized. If I had to hear it, you guys have to hear it too. Because that's how it works. Okay, we actually need to like see it through. Oh, I got this inventory! Okay, let me... should technically go back into... I'll do this. When those are full, we can go back. I want to put that back, and then we do that. Then we just continue. If we get 4 stacks, then we're good, because then we have enough to build the lighthouse, and then we have like a little bit extra. And we always need clay, especially for Decocraft. So honestly, if we find like any area with a lot of clay, we'll just eat all of that. I love this game. Okay. I don't even want to know how much clay I already walked past because I haven't been fully paying attention, but I don't know. I'm just vibing, I'm living in the moment right now, and I'm having a good time, okay? Sad. I see marble. We don't have like an amazing pickaxe, we would be wasting on one. Oh, come on, kids, if we're already here and grabbing stuff we'll need for stuff. Look, it's nothing. That was nothing. You see, totally no marble at all. Out here getting nothing. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. I mean, come on, just this one marble vein, I promise that will be it. And then we'll go back to collecting our clay. I mean, it looks similar to the marble, so... I could just say that my eyesight is getting bad and I thought there was clay in the mountain. Could always happen, you never know, right? You never know, so maybe that could have been clay. Oh, it's marble. Oh, I thought we collected clay there. Oopsie doopsie, didn't mean to do that. Well, no, we have marble, what a shame. My humor is weird, but oh, this looks so pretty right now, like the autumn vibes. You know, like a week ago, the leaves started turning yellow and orange, and now all the leaves are gone. It wasn't like a week ago, it was probably like 2 weeks ago. It was like no time ago, and now everything is gone, and it's so cold. I hate it. Especially, I mentioned this before, we have some humidity and mold problems at the moment in our room. So we try to have the windows open a lot to kind of, you know, keep the humidity a little bit lower, especially before and after waking up, like going to bed, you know. And this morning, the boyfriend got up pretty easily and I was like still really sleepy and enjoying the coziness. And then he opened the windows, put on the dehumidifier, all that. And I stayed in bed, I was on my phone, but I started reading then. I was just, you know, trying to read again. I was in a little bit of a reading slump again. So I'm like, you know, trying, if I'm already staying cozy, I might as well read. But after like 15 minutes or so, it was too cold to have my hands out of the blanket and hold the book. It was way too cold, and then I got up and I went downstairs, and luckily, because it was already afternoon, because I slept way too long, I didn't fall asleep until like 4 AM. Fun. The fireplace was on, and then I just stood in front of that for a few minutes, and I made a decent breakfast, and life was pretty nice for a moment. Why are these just floating in the air. We will never know. Oh, we already have like over a stack. Plus the stuff in our backpack, so we're at like 2 stacks now.